Let's just take a look at the standings here. So San Francisco won 94 games this year, just a little bit better than us for the division. Now they feature very good pitching staff, Wes Thomas, Matt Crook, and Freddie Castro. So two of these guys don't have great attributes, but they had really good seasons. So we've seen that in the past. Sometimes that can play both ways. Sometimes a guy will continue his good season into the postseason, or sometimes a guy will sort of falter, I should say, and regress back to the norm or to the mean or whatever. Jesus Sanchez is out for a little while, so that's kind of a blow to them. He looks like he's a pretty solid left fielder. Yeah, he definitely gets on base a lot. Let's see who else here. They're also without Tim Williamson, their closer, it looks like. Only 9 saves, so I guess he must not have been their closer for the whole year. But Medina, the guy who is closing for them, only had 3 saves, so he must not have been their closer all year. I don't know who their closer was. But he had a good year, 2.10 ERA. Their bullpen's pretty solid as well. They've got 4 pretty good relievers here: Francisco Sanchez, Carl Kaufman, Brian Burke, Brock Burke. But again, it's a lot of guys with low ratings and just sort of had good seasons. But they were second in runs against, 7th in runs scored, so our offense is definitely better than theirs. They're led by Cade Kirby, who had 318 this year. Then they've got Alex Jackson in the middle of the lineup. He's probably their best offensive player, 26 homers. Cipriano Munez, of course, the top catching prospect from a while ago. He is not quite really filled out into what San Francisco probably wants him to be. Only 17 homers. They'd probably wish he was more back towards 25, 30. At least with this kind of attributes. Ernie Jordan. Les Keller looks like he's pretty solid, although it doesn't do much at the plate. Bob Henson and Raul Chavez. Yeah, so this is a really unimpressive lineup, unintimidating. But we'll see how it plays out. So, all right, we're going to go with Geddes in game number 1, and probably Miles in game 2, and then Salas should be ready to go for game number 3. Then Folinchek. And do we have anyone here we want to add to the... Oh, of course we want to add Anderson to the postseason roster, and Reagan Bazar. I don't know why Bazar wasn't on the postseason roster initially. That would fill up a hole in the 7th inning at least. And then we could add Arturo Alvarez. I'm not interested in Jeremy Shepard. So let's remove Fujita. Why was he on the roster? I gotta pay more attention. Clearly. Okay. So we'll add Bazar. And then we can also dump Norris from the postseason roster. We don't really need him. Let's see here. Transaction remove. And then Bazar we'll just put in middle relief. And Anderson we will add. And then Alvarez we will... Phone's going off. Let's see. Should we add him over... Could add him over Nunez maybe. I don't know. Serta's kind of our pinch runner type. Alvarez is pretty fast though, is he not? Oh no, he's not. Well, Vientos has been pretty good. I mean, I don't really want to remove him. Plus, he's kind of a defensive specialist. I suppose we don't need Nunez with Poppy on the roster, so we'll dump him. We can remove, and we will add Arturo Alvarez back. Okay, now we are all set. Oh, we still have Ben Thompson as well. He sucked this year, though. Whoa. Pardon my French, but yikes, that's a horrible season. Now, do I trust him more than I trust... I'm just checking. Okay, do I trust him more than I trust Connor Morales? Probably. Do we have 25 guys on right now? Yeah, we do. Okay, and Anderson's gonna start game 2. Actually, we're gonna start Miles in game 4. And then Folinchek. We'll keep Folinchek. He can be our long relief swingman. We need Urias in there as a lefty. I don't know. It's been. I mean, if Manaus pitches in this series and struggles, then maybe we can turn back to what's his face, Ben Thompson. But for now, I think we're fine leaving him off the roster. But our game number 1 from San Francisco, AT&T. What is it, AT&T Park or whatever? I don't even know what the proper name is. But all right, Jonathan Geddes on the mound, and the Rockies looking to start the quest here to pick up their 2nd World Series in franchise history. But we got a 1-0 lead through 3. Geddes looking sharp so far. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, though. That's not good. Bottom of the lineup coming up. All right, 5 scoreless so far from Geddes. Like that. 80 pitches, though, so he's not long for this game, I don't think. 93. What is his stamina rating? 65. So we should play it relatively safe with him. Let's go. We're in scoring position. Okay, 2 men on. So if Getty's spot comes up in this inning, I might pinch hit for him. If not, I'll let him at least start the next inning. But here we go. Vignal up with 2 men on, 1 man out. Hard drive toward the gap in deep right center. Jackson hurries back, still going, and he comes down with it. What? No way. Alex Jackson, come on. In the gaps in AT&T, I mean, I would have thought that was headed for Triples Alley or something at least, but whatever. Someone got hurt. Who was it? Let's see. Oh, Alvarez got hurt again. Nice. Oh, no, he's still out for 2 days. That's the thing. Okay, so we'll get Bazaar up for the 7th. And we'll have Richmond for the 8th. Okay. And let's see if Rivera can get home the run here. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Runners in the corners, 2 down from the stretch. The first pitch, it is lifted down the left field foul line. Keller on the move, and he's got it. So no runs across there for the Rockies. All right, so Geddes, we'll let him start this inning. We'll go to runners in scoring position. All right, he gets through it. So 7 innings, 109 pitches, only 2 hits allowed, 9 Ks, 4 walks. And we can sit Bazaar down. We will pinch hit with, we've got Kaufman on, so we'll go with Poppy again. And we're going to get Chris Richmond up. All right. And here we go. So Poppy leads off with a double. Or actually, I think he singled and then stole second or got there on a wild pitch or something. Let me check. Yep, wild pitch. Okay, and Foscolina strikes out. Now it's Yamada's turn. No fielders on the field, apparently. They're going to walk Yamada. So 2 men on now with 1 man out for Sky Bolt, who's hitless tonight. Yikes. Only 1 for 7 in this postseason, and he pops one up. Dugas has it. 2 down now for Chris Richardson, who's had a couple big hits, or a big hit and a big walk. Line drive, short right center. After it is Jackson, and it's rolling toward the wall. Poppy will come in to score. Yamada. Let's send him. Screw it. I don't think Ortiz is going to get hit. Let's just see if he can score. The throw home, Kirby with the relay, head first slide, the tag, he's safe, a 2 RBI double for Chris Richardson, and some insurance for the Rockies here. They lead 3-0 now, as the Giants will bring in Francisco A. Sanchez to face Esteban Ortiz. So let's see, Ortiz up 0-2 tonight. He's going to be walked intentionally. I don't know why they're doing that. I guess they want the lefty-on-lefty matchup, but we are going to counter with Blake Jackson here. It's pinch hit for Danny Taylor, because Taylor is not that good against righties. Here we go, Jackson now. We can put Poppy in the game at first. So here we go. Hard hit ground ball left side. And it's going to roll into left field for a base hit. Richardson to third. He's headed home and he scores. It's a 4-0 game now. So Colorado extending the lead. We'll probably still use our high leverage relievers here in the 8th and 9th. Unless we want to try and get away with. Well, we'll use Richmond in the 8th and then we'll see about the 9th. All right, Vignal now, 2-2 the count. He's up with 2 men on and 2 men down, and he strikes out. But we push across 3 runs and take a 4-0 lead. So, all right, let's put Poppy at first base, and we're gonna move Richmond in at pitcher. Nope. See, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh my God, I put Poppy at first base. Why wouldn't it swap out Jackson? I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, Jackson can play first base too. All right, it's fine. It's fine then. I'm only mildly disappointed in the game. But now we're going to have to pinch it. Whatever. Let's do the half inning. Gets through it. Let's get Manaus up for the 9th. And we're going to pinch it with, I guess Mark Vientos. All right, half inning, nothing going there. Manaus on now. We'll get Birdie up just in case, but hopefully Manaus will give us this inning. Okay, 1 out double. Looks like to Wyatt Cross. Minier up next. 1-2 count. Manaus stretches, glances back at Ross, kicks and deals, and he got him with the heater. Bell tie right down the middle. Now Coker's the last chance for the Giants here in game number 1. Swing by Coker, hit on the ground left side. Ortiz has got to throw to Jackson in time. And the Rockies win game 1. They shut out the Giants 4-0. Strong performance out of Jonathan Geddes, and the offense came through when it needed to. And we've got a 1-0 series lead now. Ian Anderson will be on the mound for game 2. Salas, yeah, he's definitely not going to be able to go until at least game 3. So, all right, game number 2 from San Fran. It'll be Ian Anderson against Matt Crook, who had a very good year. Peripherals weren't that great, though. The BABIP was pretty low. Imagine his FIP was like upper 3s, if I had to guess. We can check, though. Let's see. Expanded stats 2. That's his FIP minus. Yeah, FIP. Oh, 3.2. That's not too bad. So it's his first year with the team. He spent his entire career with Cleveland up to this point. So that's interesting. We'll see a free agent signing or a trade. I don't know. I don't even know how to look it up in this game. I only know how to do it in Franchise Hockey Manager. I think he was a free agent, though, because based on his service time, it looks like he was just a free agent. All right, here we go. Anderson on the mound against Matt Crook. Let's see it. Game number 2. Whoa, big inning for San Francisco in the first, and yikes. Anderson does not have it today, looks like. It's still a game, though. All right, we got to get Folencheck up. And then if Anderson just keeps struggling, let's see. Oh, yeah, lead out or 1-out double to Keller. Now it's Raul Chavez. The swing hard at ground ball up the middle. Yeah. Another run is going to score. Keller, yeah, he's going to score. Okay, cool. Your day's done, Folencheck. Or your day's done, Anderson, excuse me. Thanks for playing. All right, let's just go half inning. Okay, you got out of it. Can we get back in this game is the question. All right, 3-run game now. Folencheck, been solid so far. 2 2/3 scoreless. Oh, baby, a 4 spot in the 7th, and we have the lead. Oh, yes. I love it. Folencheck led off with a double. Oh, my God. What a freaking beast. This guy's definitely getting in the rotation after this game. And then Foscalina walks. Yamada doubles. That scores a run. And then a double from Sky Bolt. That scores 2 more. That's the tie game. And then an RBI single from Rivera scores Bolt. And we actually had second and third. We stranded 2 more. Folencheck couldn't get a second double of the inning. We batted around in that inning, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or no. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Did I miss it? Oh, yeah. 10 would be. Okay. Interesting. Cool, though. All right, so let's get Bazar up. Since we used Richmond in the last game. He actually looks like he's good to go anyway. So it doesn't matter. But we'll get Bazar up anyway since it's the 7th. And let's see if Folencheck can give us another one. Yes, he is rolling. I mean, I honestly don't want to take him out as long as he's pitching like this. But all right, let's go half inning. Another run. That's a nice insurance run. We will get Richmond up. Who scored the insurance run? Was it a homer? Nope, it was a single by Richardson that drove home Foscalina. Cool stuff there. All right, Folencheck. Okay, now he's running into some problems. Let's get him out of there. 70 pitches. I think his day's done. Get Richmond in. So the tying run now in scoring position with just 1 man out. This is a tough spot for Richmond. He's got to face 2-3 at least. 144 strikeouts this year, though. Holy smokes. Full count, Richmond at the belt. He deals, swung on, driven hard toward the alley in left center. Yamada at the track. He reaches up, but he won't get to it. That's going to score a couple, and we are tied once again. Whoops. I think I officially left in Folencheck just a little bit too long. Damn. All right, we'll get Birdie up. Come on, Richmond. You got to at least get out of this inning. Jackson's 3 for 3 tonight. The pitch. Cut on and missed. All right, a big strikeout. 2 down now for Cipriano Muniz. He's got 2 hits tonight. The pitch. Got him looking. All right, so Richmond gets out of it. Big couple of strikeouts there. But 2 runs come across, and we are tied once again. A high-scoring affair here in game number 2. All right, so Danny Taylor to lead things off against Javier Medina. I probably should have just gone to runners in scoring position, to be honest. But I got to get Birdie back up after the first batter or 2. All right, so Medina only 3 saves and 3 chances this year. But he's going to be the closer in this playoffs, it looks like. As he will retire Taylor to lead things off. Now 1 down for Freddie Vignal. 2 hits tonight. Vignal swings, lifted toward deep center. Chavez should have room. He has got it. 2 down. Now let's get Birdie back up. And this is too bad. This is the type of game I'd like to use Birdie for multiple innings, but we just might not be able to because of the pitcher thing here, unless we double switch him in. Which we could double switch him in for Rivera, maybe. Hopefully Rivera just gets on, though, and we don't have to worry about it. Nope. Okay. Well, it didn't go like how I wanted. We could double switch Danny Taylor out of the game, though. He's been complete shit this postseason already. So, yeah, let's do that. We're going to put... How do I do a double switch in this game? Oh, I got to figure this out. Let's see. Batters. So, we're going to put Poppy in. We want him... But you see, I want him hitting 9th. If I move... But if I move... Taylor to pitcher, it's going to make me use him, isn't it? And I want it, like, let's say I did Richmond at first base, and then I did Poppy in the game there, and I put Birdie in. Okay, it's not going to let me do that. See, now Taylor's going to face me. Why can't you just do a double switch in this game? Ugh. Oh, my God. Should I just walk him? Pitch around at least. Dear God, he's got him down 0-2. Towering pop-up, all right. So we're going to get away with this at least. Thanks, stupid game. Now we'll put Birdie in. Okay. And let's do the half inning. Alright, Birdie gets through it. How many pitches is the real question? 7? Alright, so he's fine. Now it's Mike Poppy leading things off in the bottom half, or the top half of the 10th. Anything going here? Nope. Birdie will give him another inning. Alright. Now he's going to come up this inning, so we got to get someone else up. But we still have Bazaar to use. So we're all set there. Cool. Let's see here. Okay, let's go batter by batter for this setting. It is Richardson to lead things off. He's got the count full at 3-2. It is Yonelvi Pichart. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Pichardo. Anyway, he's going to retire Richardson for the first out of the inning. Now Esteban Ortiz up. He's 0 for 4 tonight. And yeah, make that 0 for 5. Great. Now they have got a lefty on the mound, so we can go with Blake Jackson here if we want to pinch hit for Birdie. Let's see it. Jackson at the dish. 417 is a pinch hitter this year. Swung on, slapped the ground between third and short. Jordan dives, and it gets through. All right, so base hit for Blake Jackson. He gets things started here in the 11th with 2 down. Now Vignal's turn. Can he keep things going? Line drive down the line, short right. Jackson on the move. It's out of his reach. That's a base hit. And Blake Jackson will get to second now. It is Jose Rivera's turn. Now he's got to face the lefty here. I don't like this, but I don't really know if we have anyone. If we still had Nunez on the roster, maybe this would be a spot to pinch hit, but I'm not going to go with Vientos. I'm not going to go with Serta. I'm not going to go with Hopkins, so I think we're just going to let Rivera hit here, see what he can do against the lefty. 1 for 5 tonight. He's behind 1-2. Check swing. He went. Yep. Damn it. All right. We are headed to the 11th. More free baseball here from San Francisco. All right. So let's put Bazaar in. And we'll do half inning. All right. He gets through it. How many pitches? 11. So we can at least start in the next inning. And all right. Top of the 12th. Nothing going there. Let's do... Who should we get up next? Man, we're running out of relievers here. Could go with Ishikawa. He's pretty solid with us this year. We'll go Ishikawa and Urias. We can go lefty-righty here if we want. All right, we'll do runners in scoring position. Okay, and Bazaar gives us the 12th. 29 pitches, though. Yikes. Good thing we have an off day next. So Bazaar might come up this inning. Let's sit down our relievers then. We'll go batter by batter again. Sky Bolt, 3 for 6 tonight with a double and a homer. And a single, apparently. Triple away from the cycle. Well, he strikes out there. Marginal call at best. Cool. Now Chris Richardson. He's 2 for 6. Swing by Richardson. Grounded to the right side. Kirby fields it. Throw to Cooker. In time. 2 down for Ortiz. We will probably strike out for the 6th time tonight. Nope, he walks. Okay, cool. Let's now get our guys back up. So let's get Ishikawa and Urias up. Oh, we have Manaus too we could use. And then we will get a pinch hitter here. It can be Vientos. And I probably should try and steal with Ortiz, but yeah, in fact, we're going to send Forrest. Screw it. Here's Vientos. I'm going to burn a pinch hitter if I do this, but this is if he gets thrown out, but all well. There goes Ortiz. Vientos swings driven in the air toward the gap in deep left center. Back goes Dugas. It's over his head. Rolling to the wall. Ortiz. He should score, and he will. An RBI double on the hit and run from Mark Vientos. And the Rockies take the lead in the 13th. Unreal stuff. All right, now it is Vignal. Can he get home the other runner, the insurance run? They're going to walk Vignal, bring up Rivera to face the righty, Rivero. Okay, 7.20 ERA this year, nice. He's 1 for 6 though. We'll see the 0-1. Rivera swings. Left side. It's into left field for a base hit. Vientos to third. He's going to head home, and he scores. An RBI single for Jose Rivera. And we have a 2-run lead now. It is first and second for Mike Poppy, the man inserted to the game at first base earlier. He swings it on the line, shallow right center. Jackson on the run. He can't get there. That's going to be a base hit. Vignal to third. He will head home and score another RBI single, and it's now a 3-run lead for the Rockies here in the 13th. Back to the top of the lineup it goes for Foscolina now. He's been on base 4 times tonight. Ropes one on the line, short center. That's going to get down for a hit. Rivera to third. Will he score? He's coming around, and he does. Another RBI single, this time from Foscolina. Now it's Yamada's turn. Can he keep the single parade going? 3-2, the count. Rivera said, here comes the pitch. The runners go. Yamada swings. He rips it down the line to deep right field. It's gone! A 3-run home run for Kyoji Yamada, and the Rockies have blown this one open in the 13th. It's now 16-9. 342 feet. That was probably to one of the shortest parts of right field in this ballpark. And Yamada hit it on a line, but he got it just over that big right field wall. Wow, an explosion of offense here in this inning. We have got 7 runs now. All of this damage coming with 2 outs too, if I remember correctly, because yeah, we had Richardson, we had Bolt and Richardson start off the inning, and all right, the inning's over. That ball was hit into the teeth of the wind. But yeah, we had Bolt and Richardson get retired to start off the inning, and then Ortiz gone on. Vientos pinch hit, drove him in. Then we had the string of singles. All right, so now the question is, who are we going to let pitch here? They've got a couple righties due up, so let's get Ishikawa in. But let's see game log here. Yeah, it was double, then single, 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 double, single, single, single homer. Wow, what an inning. All right, on to the 9th. Ishikawa, let's just let him go the full inning if he can. And he does. And the Rockies win game 2. They take a 2-0 series lead. Ishikawa with a 1-2-3 13th and a 1-2-3 9th. Dramatic game right there. That was pretty wild, I would say. It would have been a good game to go to, I would think. Yep, Foscolina was on base a zillion times that game. He had 4 hits, I thought. Guess not, whatever. Okay, so we've got a 2-0 series lead now, and we've got Juan Salas on the mound in game 3, so things are looking good for us right now. 78%. We could wait till game 4. We might as well. It's not like we need to win this game, and I'd rather have him start fully rested than have him start at 78%. It's not like he'd be eligible to pitch in game 5 anyway, so let's just let Salas get the extra day of rest. We'll let Miles pitch game number 3 here as we look to sweep the Giants and move on to the championship series. Holy smokes. Not a good start, but of course we didn't get off to a good start last game, and alright, this game is going even worse. Miles, what are you doing here? Jesus. Alright, well, we don't have our long reliever now. Folenchek's not available. Who are we going to go with? We go to Manaus, maybe get a couple innings out of him, or Urias maybe. Urias might be the move, but he's our only lefty. This is going to be difficult to manage. Okay, Miles, you're done. Holy smokes. Actually, wait. Let's see if Miles can get through this inning, because there are 2 outs. Miles gets set. The pitch swung on, hit weakly down the first base line. Miles takes the throw to first in time. Okay, cool. So he got us through 3. Do another half inning here. Okay, still a 6-run game. Now Miles is at 88 pitches, so this will probably be his last inning no matter what. But he's due up soon. So let's get Manaus up. Hopefully Miles can just give us this inning. Alright, and he does. So, 4 innings, 104 pitches. His day is going to be done. Let's get... They have a righty on the mound, I assume. No, they have a lefty. Okay, so we can get Jackson in as the pinch hitter. And we'll go batter by batter for these first 2 at least. Yep, you know Rivera's going to strike out when he's got a lefty going up against. Now Jackson's turn. Perfect 1-for-1 as a pinch hitter so far, apparently. Driven in the air, gap in right center. He can't run it down. Okay, Blake Jackson with another hit. He is making a push to maybe get in the starting lineup here, especially over Danny Taylor, the way he's playing. At least against lefties. But let's see here. So let's get Manaus up. Alright, we'll do half inning. Probably nothing going there. Put Manaus in. Yeah, we got nothing. Alright, 18 pitches. It's a 4-run game now. We'll get Urias up. His spot's still up next in the lineup. We'll get Urias up, though. We can just try and figure out another double switch if you can. I doubt that's going to work, but... Okay, so let's see how Manaus does. Okay, first 2 guys reach. And he's going to walk Ernie Jordan. Not good stuff here. Richardson asked for an appeal. He did not go, and the bases are loaded. Great, okay. Let's just get Urias in. And hopefully he can limit the damage. Okay, only 1 run got across. I'll take that. Thank you, Julio. And we can go with our high leverage relievers here if we want in the later innings, but we're just going to get Ishikawa up. And let's get Mike Poppy in the game. Oh, actually, we could use Alvarez. They have a righty on the mound, so we could go with Alvarez. We'll just go with Poppy, though. Stick to our tried and true. Alright, half inning. Nothing there. Ishikawa, hopefully he can give us a couple. He's at 12 pitches. Okay, he blew up there. That's fine. Those game's over. Let's put... Who can we put out on the mound for the 9th? Boy, I don't know. All of our guys are pretty much gassed at this point. Might as well go with Ishikawa. Just let him burn out. Okay, he got through it. Oh my god, we almost came back. Wow. I mean, honestly, I sort of conceded that game at the end of it with the bullpen management. I mean, think about that. If we had used our high leverage relievers in those last couple innings, it would have been a 1-run game by the end of it, but whatever. We still have a big lead, and we've got Juan Salas now on the mound. We've got Salas and Geddes in the next 2 games. We only have to win one of them, so I'm really not concerned about losing that game. But let's see if we can try and close that out at home here. Game number 4, we got Juan Salas back on the mound. He was pretty good up until that last inning of, or not the last inning of work, but he was pretty good at the beginning of his wild card start, and then sort of had that one bad inning. So here we go. We got a nice 3-run lead for him early. Make that 4-run lead, despite him allowing a run in the first. Here we go. Offense came to play today. This is nice to see. 9-2. Salas can just settle in now, throw strikes, give us some innings, give our bullpen a nice rest. I'm sure they could use it. Yeah, 100 pitches. So we're not going to overwork Salas 2 starts in a row. That's probably one of the reasons why I couldn't go in Game 3. It's because we made him pitch so much in the last game. But we're going to have some days off before the next game, so we can use our high leverage relievers here if we want. So Salas gave us 7. Let's get Richmond ready. His spot's not too up in the lineup. Okay, Richmond on for the 8th. Gave up 1 run. Now let's go to runners in scoring position. Nothing there, okay. And I'm going to bring a cold Zach Birdie into the game. I thought the pitcher spot would come up there, but I guess not. Alright, then let's see it. There we go. A 1-2-3 inning from Birdie, and we are moving on to the NLCS. We are back in the championship series. I don't even remember if we made it there last year, but whatever. And we're going to be taking on the Miami Marlins. Okay, that'll be interesting. Byron Buxton, Connor Cannon, some interesting names on this team. They defeated the Reds. The Reds, of course, have some pretty good players. I thought that said Placido Polanco for a second. I was like, what? No, but they've got a good team. This Brad guy knows pretty good, and Jose Rodriguez looks like he's pretty solid. So a couple good teams battled out there. Yeah, they were both right in the same win range. Ramirez, wow, this guy's old now. Okay, but that is who we're facing on, and the AL is still some things to be decided. Chicago swept Boston, but Baltimore's still playing the Angels, and Baltimore wins that. So, all right, there we go. We are ready to take on Miami in the NLCS, but of course that will be in the next episode. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in tomorrow when I will release the NLCS. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm out. Peace.